Hi, folks. My name is Mr. Jabbar Thomas, and I'm your instructor for DMPT 2600 Basic Video Editing for the summer 2021 term. This is the walkthrough video that is designed to orient you to the course and tell you a little bit about what we will be doing this semester. As you can see on your screen, I am currently in Blackboard for the course, and just to show you how it would look for you, a little closer to how it would look for you, you would more than likely see a screen that looks like it's coming like this. Okay, now these are the 4 courses that I'm scheduled to teach for the summer 2021 term. But as a student, you would see the courses that you are registered for during the summer 2021 term. So the first thing you want to do once you go to Blackboard, and of course you can go to gptc.blackboard.com to get there, or you can go to the school's website, gptc.edu, and you can access it from Blackboard login, or go to Banner Web login and choose the Blackboard login option, Blackboard Learning from there. So in any case, you want to go into the Blackboard site for the class, DMPT 2600, and this is what you will see. The first thing you'll see are the announcements. The announcements, if you look at the index on the left-hand side, you see announcements is highlighted in purple. So when I click on that, the announcements come up. Basically, the announcements are extraordinarily important for you to keep track of. I publish new announcements either every Sunday night or early Monday morning at the beginning of every single week during the semester. The announcements are there to give you a checklist of things that are going to happen during the week. And also the announcements are there kind of as a reminder for upcoming events or upcoming assignments like projects and exams and quizzes, but also I sometimes put opportunities in the announcements, like if there are internship opportunities that would be relevant for this course, or if there are any extracurricular activities, like say, for example, a workshop sponsored by the DeKalb Entertainment Commission. That would be something that I would put in the announcements. And you want to make sure you check your announcements compulsively, at least at the beginning of the week, and really several times throughout the week, because even though I guarantee you will have new announcements at the beginning of every week, you'll also occasionally get updates to the announcements during the week as situations change or develop with the course, or as I hear about outside opportunities that you should know about. So definitely check the announcements on Blackboard frequently. The announcements are also emailed to you to your school email address. You should get 2 emails from the announcements to your school email address. So you want to compulsively, regularly check your school email as well to make sure you don't miss out on anything. Sometimes I'll email you things that don't appear in the announcements if it's not something announcement related, if it's something that's related to you as an individual or just a small group of students, or maybe it's something that's not really a content that I would put in the announcements. Many times you'll just get an email from me. So long story short, check your email very frequently, your school email. Okay, so if I look on the left in the index next to it, you have the instructor contact. Here's my contact information right here. This is my email address, thomasj@gptc.edu. This is my phone number, 404-297-9522, and the extension 1305. I have my Google phone there, but you're probably best emailing me or calling me during work hours on my work phone. My office is C18, and it is actually, my office hours have changed. My office hours are Mondays and Wednesdays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., and then Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Okay, and Fridays we're not on campus. We are working from home. All teachers are working from home. Campus is essentially closed for everyone except for certain special cases on Fridays. So if you need to reach me on Fridays, you can reach me by email. Okay. being that we're back on campus now, this is a hybrid course, so we're back on campus for roughly half the time we would normally be back on campus. I am enforcing a strict mask rule and 6 foot distance rule to maintain safety and security for all students and teachers while we meet in person on campus, whether it's meeting in classes or meeting in my office in C18 during my conference hours, so that so if you have something personal or something separate or something that you would like to get some help with, or you need to discuss something with me, please observe COVID safety, which would be masking and 6 feet distance, please. That's my contact information, and I'll update these hours right away. Okay, your calendar is going to eventually show, by the time you read this, they'll show the dates of all the assignments, quizzes, exams, projects that you have due in the class, the due dates. So when you click on that, you'll see a calendar, and everything that is due will be listed there at the dates that's due. Course messages, not really anything going on there, because all the messages are left in the announcement section. Okay, let's go up to course information. Course information, you will see that I have made quite a few PowerPoint presentations. I have quite a lot of supplemental information that is going to be extremely valuable to you as a basic editing student. Like I said, PowerPoints are up here, as well as PDFs, as well as some video tutorials where I am basically demonstrating how to do certain techniques in Adobe Premiere Pro. This first one is media management. Basically, it just talks about how you manage media, you import media, and how you put your source clips into properly labeled bins in the project panel in Premiere. And I have other videos in here as well that are quite useful. So some of these are specific. Some of the videos and some of the content you'll see is very specifically geared towards lessons that we participate in the class. Other content is just basically general content that is good to know. Okay, and you can tell it's all organized in nice bins here, or folders. The supplemental editing videos, these are just things that you definitely want to keep in mind as you are working through your lessons, and as you are learning how to edit. And actually, it just occurred to me, it says it right up here, this class is entirely online, so there's no need for you to report to class in any way, shape, or form as far as reporting to class to take a class. Everything is online. Of course, if you do want to come to school and see me in my office, you have my office hours. You'll see them posted there and updated on Blackboard soon. So yes, you can come in. Please make sure you email me first before you show up, so that you can make sure I'm there. I could be in a class teaching a course, or I could be in any number of places on campus. I have a number of jobs that I do on campus other than just teaching. For example, I'm often in the TV studio, and I'm working with equipment and doing inventory and helping students with equipment in the studio. So please make sure that you email me to set an appointment to actually come see me. Okay, so that is a course information section. Please make sure you know it. There's lots of information there. Please make sure that you read it and you take it to heart. The next section, course content, you're going to spend a lot of time here. Basically, the type of assignments I have in a course are quizzes. We have one quiz per week, and each quiz covers whatever the reading is for that week. Like, for example, you'll have your first quiz. It should be on May the 29th on the first chapter in the textbook, touring the Adobe Premiere Pro interface. Please make sure you read the entire chapter, or they call them lessons in the book. Read the entire lesson, do the exercises using Adobe Premiere Pro, and you also make sure that you go back and take the quiz before the deadline. Quizzes, the deadlines for the quizzes, they're always on Saturdays at 11:59 p.m. I do not do retakes. So if you miss it, you don't do well on a quiz, you want to retake it and get a better score, I don't do that. I also don't do makeups. So if you miss a quiz, you missed the quiz. Quizzes make up no more than 15% of your final average, and you'll have a lot of them. You'll have as many as 10 of them. So each quiz may be about 1.5% of your final grade in the course. So one quiz doesn't make or break you. However, if you consistently miss quizzes, or if you consistently score poorly on quizzes, that can definitely hurt your cumulative average in the course. So please make sure that you keep up with the reading, keep up with the exercises, and don't miss any quizzes. That's probably one of the biggest ways to be very successful in the course. You will have 2, if not 3 projects. We'll see how many projects we can squeeze in this semester. And inside the projects folder, you'll see here 2 right here. You'll see that you have a project assignment sheet. Okay, it says right here, basic editing project 1, basic editing project assignment sheet. This project assignment sheet will tell you everything that you're supposed to do to complete the project successfully. One of the secrets to doing well on a course is to do well on projects, because they are worth a lot of points in your cumulative average, your final average in the course. But following the directions on the project assignment sheet to the letter, I make it incredibly easy. The project assignment sheet, I give you that, telling you everything that you have to do. And I also give you a tutorial PowerPoint that steps you through the entire project. So, as long as you actually read all the material, you follow it, and you do the exercises, you'll learn a lot, and you'll also be heading in the right direction on those projects. Now, of course, as you know, just because you turn in a project does not mean you're going to get a good grade. Of course, I evaluate the level of quality of the work that you turn in. Okay, so you want to make sure you do not wait until the last minute to do these projects. You want to make sure that you complete the projects and don't turn in material that is halfway done. I tell some students, when they don't do well on projects, they score so poorly on the project that I said you might as well have just not done the project, because a 0 would not have been as a 0 would have been worse, of course, but it would not have been that much worse than the grade they ultimately get. You don't want to be one of those types of students. You don't want to be that type of student. Rather, you want to make sure that you start way ahead of time. You work on it, and you turn it in early. The old saying is, people who are early are on time, people who are on time are late, and people who are late are unemployed. So you want to make sure that you turn in your material early. Another policy I have, in addition to no retakes and no makeups, is if you are having any problems uploading your material to Blackboard, what you want to do is you want to make sure that, anticipating that there will be problems, because there are always technical problems of one sort or the other. So just get used to it. I've been dealing with it for almost 30 years in the film industry, and that's just how it is. There are always going to be technical problems. So factor that in, and make sure that you don't try to upload your project at the last minute, right at the very last deadline. Discover that, hey, Blackboard isn't working. I'm having some issues with my computer, because when you contact me the day after it's due and you tell me, hey, I didn't turn it in because I had a technical problem, can you help me get it figured out so I can turn it in? I'm going to say, that looks mighty fishy. And the answer to you might be no, you can't turn it in, because frankly, I don't believe that you had a technical problem at all. I just believe you were late. So avoid that by being early. The reason why we put so much attention, Ms. Voltola, the program director, and I put so much attention. We focus so much on accountability for the student, is because of the fact that the film and television industry, the design industry in general, is very unforgiving. Okay, you almost never get second chances. Many people don't get first chances. So being late, turning in sloppy work or incomplete work is unacceptable. And we need to make sure that we train you to turn in your best work, to put forth your best effort at all times, and to constantly hone and refine your skill, sharpen yourself. So in any case, suffice it to say, all the material that you need for the projects is included. The project assignment sheet, there's a script for the first project, and also the PowerPoint presentation, which is in the course information section. Like, for example, there we have a walkthrough of the basic dialogue project. Okay, so if you watch the videos, you'll see me starting on the basic dialogue project 1. I don't complete it, but I give you, gosh, I know almost a couple of hours of instruction on it. So definitely you want to watch those. Also, there will be a PowerPoint for project 1 as well that will give you a bit more information on it. Here is a one for project 2, same idea. Okay, video walkthrough of me starting the project. Okay, make sure you watch that before you start on project 2. Okay, and then I have the craft of editing with Final Cut Pro chapters. Okay, these are PDFs. Okay, you can access them if you like, and you'll see kind of the textbook that I got these projects from in their raw form. Okay, that's pretty useful, but I also have some PowerPoint presentations that are a little more specific to projects 1 and 2. Like this one right here. This is a PowerPoint that's specific to project 1. So I know that it'd be very beneficial to you to avail yourself of all of those resources. Okay, so we have the quizzes, we have the projects. You'll have a midterm exam and you'll have a final exam. Midterm exam happens right around week 6 of the semester. Final exam happens in week 11 of the semester. There are 10 weeks in this summer semester, so we're going to move at an accelerated pace. However, you have 1 week off for the 4th of July. That would be in week 8. So instead of 10 calendar weeks, if you look at a calendar, it's actually 11 weeks, counting that 4th of July weekend. The final exam will take place for you on July the 19th, and you'll have to have it in by, I believe I have it set for 11:59 p.m. on July the 19th. Of course, you'll take this exam at home. Your final exam will be a lockdown, a Respondus lockdown browser exam. You probably have had some experience with Respondus lockdown browser. You may have the app already installed in your computers at home. That's great. So you should be familiar with that. But I will also publish more information on Respondus lockdown browser and how we will conduct the final exam as that time comes closer. Professionalism, that's a grade that evaluates you on the presentation of your work. Was it on time? Was it clean? Was it well executed? Did you have a professional bearing indicative from your work and your participation in the course? Proctored event call, this is really not labeled correctly. This is actually, basically you get some points just for installing Respondus lockdown browser and taking the final exam. I give you, it's kind of like additional professionalism points, okay, based on you know how you pull off, you know, doing everything you're supposed to do to prepare for the final exam. Okay, I'm going to move this all the way up here. Okay, of course, the walkthrough video is what you are watching right now. This will say summer 2021 by the time you see that, after I finish recording it and post it. That's in the walkthrough video syllabus and no-show assignment section. You'll also see a syllabus for this semester for summer 2021. You click on the link for the syllabus and it'll start to download. You want to download the syllabus. You want to read the syllabus thoroughly and you want to have that syllabus handy, maybe on a flash drive, on a hard drive on your computer, maybe on the cloud where you can access it, so you never have to feel lost as far as what to do, what is the teacher or the course expecting of me, etc. Okay. um, so I have some additional video walkthroughs in this folder right here called DMPT 2600 video tutorials. And basically I'm demonstrating things that you're learning in the lessons in the text, like chapter 1, chapter 8. That's a big chapter, so we split it into a whole bunch of different parts here. Okay. Chapter 8 is a heavy chapter because that's where you really learn how to edit. Chapters 1 through 7, it's basically doing the job of an assistant editor, showing you how to import media, showing you how to organize media in the bins, kind of explaining to you how the interface works. Those are all very important chapters that you will need to get down before you can even comprehend chapter 8. And chapter 8 is where we get into the nitty gritty, as they say, of the editing trade in the text. Okay. We're going to go over the syllabus in one moment, not the entire syllabus. We're already at 21 minutes. So in order to make this short, I'm just going to highlight certain things from the syllabus, but it's very important that you read the syllabus thoroughly in your own time. Also know that you have to take a no-show and participation assignment and work ethics assignment. You must have them complete by May the 28th, 2021 at 5 p.m. And if you've taken a course or two at GPTC before, and I'm pretty sure you all have, you pretty much know the routine for the no-show assignment. You click on this link right here under Blackboard Orientation Video, and Miss Sandra Clapper talks to you about Blackboard and some general information about GPTC. Then you take the no-show assignment. Click begin. It's 4 questions. The no-show assignment does not count against you. It is not averaged into your score for the course. Basically, the no-show assignment and the ethics and the work ethics quiz, basically these are assignments that certify that you have enrolled in the course and you are participating in the course in the first couple of weeks of the semester. Okay, so the idea is if you do not take the work ethics quiz and the no-show assignment, you do not complete those 2 assignments on or before May the 28th by 5 p.m., essentially you are withdrawn from the course. You are dropped from the course, and you're withdrawn. There's a difference between being withdrawn and being dropped. When you drop, with the drop period is the first 3 days of the semester, Monday the 17th of May all the way through Wednesday the 19th of May. If you drop a course in those first 3 days of the semester, you can get out of the course and get whatever money back that you spent on registering for the course. Or if your financial aid is paid for it, the money will go back to the lender. However, if you withdraw from a course, that's what happens starting on May the 19th, going all the way to the end of the semester. If you withdraw from a course, yes, you do get out of the course, but you don't get your money back. So if you paid for the course, you don't get it back. The money that's been sent from your lender, the money is not sent back from the lender. So if you're kind of iffy on any course, not just this one, it's best to drop it rather than withdraw. But I understand sometimes people have to withdraw. Things happen. But I did want to explain the difference between the two. The ethics quiz is the same thing, work ethics quiz. You click on the link to watch the video, then you click on the quiz link. You take the quiz by clicking begin, 4 questions, and you are all done. It doesn't count towards your grade in the class, but it certifies that you are a part of the class, so you won't be withdrawn from the course. In a purge that we call the no-show purge. Just like when a student gets no-showed, that means they didn't take one or the other or both of these, and they kick them out of the course. So and you don't get your money back. So you want to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, so that's all that we have going on with the walkthrough video, the syllabus, and the no-show assignment. Oh, by the way, if you ever need to see the walkthrough video again, you can just click it right here in this section and you'll be able to play it. It's actually a link to YouTube because you're basically watching a YouTube video and all you clicked on Blackboard was a link to the YouTube video. All right, course content, as I said before, this is where all of the most of the work gets done. Okay, so we got that. Okay, I think that's about it for Blackboard for now. Let's take a look at, oh, by the way, when you turn in a project, the idea is this right here, like project 1, editing basic dialogue. When you click on this, this is a Dropbox. So that means you would upload in this case, you'd upload the Premiere Pro project file to Blackboard by clicking Browse My Computer, and you would navigate on your computer to wherever the Premiere Pro project file for project 1 is on your computer, and click open, and it'll upload to this Dropbox, and click submit, and it'll submit the project in your name. I'll be able to see it in your name when I go back and check the projects and grade it and leave you feedback on Blackboard as well. I spend a lot of time watching these videos, watching your projects rather, and giving you very specific feedback, what you did right, what you did wrong, and how you can improve. Because it's all about making you guys into the best filmmakers, specifically film editors, that you can possibly be. Okay, so let's take a look at the syllabus. Here's the syllabus for the course. Okay, DMPT 2600 Basic Editing. That's the course recognition number 61595. This is for the summer 2021 semester. This is fully online, so we will never meet as a class on campus. Okay, basically the course description tells you that we're going to teach you the basics of video editing. Okay, we're going to teach you the basic terminology and techniques of video editing. And of course, you have lots of hands-on experience doing the exercises in the book and doing the project. One thing I want to say is please, please, please make sure you do the exercises in the book. Don't just read the book. It's not the same thing. You're not going to get the benefit of taking the course if you don't actually get an extended amount of hands-on doing the exercises, because the exercises build up to the projects. Okay, so if you don't do the exercises and just want to jump in feet first into a project, you're going to be lost. So please make sure you take the time to read and do the exercises. Some people read through the exercises first, and then on a second pass or a second pass through, they actually do the exercises as they read it again. If you want to do that, that's fine. But please make sure that you get hands-on with the exercises. Here's my contact information again. Okay, my email address, thomasj@gptc.edu. Okay, and here's my office hours. Monday through Thursdays, I'm there 9 to 4:30 p.m. in C18. Here is the textbook. The textbook is non-negotiable. That means you must purchase it. If you decide that you don't want to purchase the textbook, that's basically saying you don't want to pass the course. Please make sure that you purchase the textbook like yesterday. That means as soon as possible. Okay, here's a textbook. It is Adobe Premiere Pro Classroom in the book, the 2020 release. Now, I know that some of you may have 2021, but the last time I believe we checked, the 2021 edition of the book was not out yet, and it's definitely not carried. Last time we checked, it's definitely not carried in the bookstore. So please make sure that you purchase this book as soon as you finish watching this video, if you haven't already purchased the book. Another thing you need to make sure that you do is, oh, by the way, you don't have to get it from Amazon. Like I said, you can buy it from our bookstore. This is just so I can show you what the cover of the book looks like and give you all the relevant information. Another thing that you're going to have to do, and this is going to be a long-term decision that you're going to have to make, not really a decision because you just kind of have to do it. In the past, for on-campus classes, which this is not, we would have Adobe the Adobe Creative Cloud on the computers in the computer lab. All right. So basically what that means is that the software that you would need to complete the course, Adobe Premiere Pro 2020 or 2021, would be on computers in the lab and you could use them for free. That is not the case anymore. Part of the reason for that is because we have not taught any courses on class we haven't taught any courses on campus for over a year. And as a result, we canceled the subscriptions so the department doesn't have to incur the cost of paying subscriptions for software that is not being used because students are not on campus. So as a result, every student has a responsibility to purchase their own subscription to the Adobe Creative Cloud. There are no ways around that. You must do it. I believe Ms. Voltolan, in a briefing email that she sent all of the students, she informed everyone quite some time ago about this. Please know you must do this. There's no way to cheat the system and not get it. It's $19.99 a month for students, down from the $52.99 a month for people who are not students. You basically go to adobe.com/creative cloud/plans.html, and you can go ahead and purchase your own plan. There's no way you can get around this. You have to do it. It's not just an investment in this course. It is an investment in your future. There are about 25 different programs that you get access to through the Creative Cloud, all for $19.99 a month. These are very important tools you'll be using and have probably used in your other courses like Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Adobe After Effects that you are going to need. I can tell you as a professional filmmaker myself, there's rarely a day that goes by where I don't use at least 2 of these applications, and I'm not even in school anymore. So once again, this is an investment in your future. Just like you need to have your textbook, you need to have your software, and you need to get it as soon as possible. Once again, you need to get it yesterday. Okay, not having the software is not an excuse. Ms. Voltolan has reduced the lab fees for the courses so that it shouldn't be a money issue. Something that you can do, I believe I've heard of this happening. I can do a little more research, and if you have questions, you can ask me. That you can possibly use your financial aid to purchase your subscription to the Adobe Creative Cloud through the bookstore. Okay, so if this is something that you're interested in doing, please reach out to me and I'll confirm that with the bookstore. Some things have changed at the bookstore over the course of the pandemic, but this was something that they were considering launching about a year ago, and I do believe it's in practice now. So please, whatever you have to do, go ahead and get the full version of the Adobe Creative Cloud. Yes, you can get just Premiere Pro, but if you do get Premiere Pro, it's like $20 a month just for that one application. You can have more than 20 applications for the same amount. Okay, so it's just like, I think of it as a low-cost cell phone bill type of thing. All right, so please make sure you do that. Get your textbook and get your subscription to the Adobe Creative Cloud. All right, so moving on in the syllabus, there is another syllabus that adds to this syllabus called the supplemental syllabus. This has more information that's not in the syllabus. For example, academic misconduct policy, equal opportunity policy, special services policy, etc. They're contained in the supplemental syllabus, but we don't put it in our class syllabus just to save us some space and time. Please make sure you go to www.gptc.edu/supplemental-syllabus to download a copy of the supplemental syllabus and keep it in your records. All right. Course competencies and student learning outcomes. This area basically just tells you what you should know by the time you finish this course. So I definitely would keep an eye on this if I were you, and to make sure that you're learning everything you should be learning in this course and any other courses you know. Work ethics and course policy. I've kind of already gone over the course policies. No late work, no redos. Everything must be early, if not on time. Once again, the no-show assignment is due by 5 p.m. on May the 28th, 2021. Please make sure that you don't miss that deadline, because if you do, you'll be withdrawn from the course. Communication works like this. If you email me, which is probably the most efficient way to get in contact with me, especially being that you guys are off campus. If you email me Monday through Friday morning, please give me a 24-hour turnaround to respond to your email. However, if you email me Friday evening all the way up until Sunday evening, you won't get your email responded to until that Monday. Or at least don't count on getting it responded until that Monday. Until that Monday, we're off duty on the weekends and also on holidays, Memorial Day and the 4th of July weekend. Please know that it's not going to be an instantaneous turnaround during that. We're teachers, but we're people too. We have families, and we're not on call 24/7. Like I said, the final exam is a proctored event, something that you have to take using Respondus Lockdown Browser, and this section right here tells you about a little bit about Respondus Lockdown Browser with this link right here, and also this second link shows you how you can download and install Respondus Lockdown Browser. Okay. Once again, another warning about the no-show and work ethics quiz. It shows you how important it is. I've said it a whole bunch of times. Course grading. This is basically how all of the assignments are weighted. 15% of your grade is on the quizzes, 15% on project 1, 15% on project 2, 15% a written midterm exam, 10% a proctored event. That's the proctored part of the final exam. That just basically, like I said earlier, that basically determines if you were able to successfully install Respondus Lockdown Browser and operate with it and take the final exam. Basically, you get 15% of your final exam. 15% of your final grade is your written final exam, and 15% is professionalism. The final exam, of course, is cumulative. It's going to cover all the material we cover starting on day 1 and ending on week 11. That's the final exam, but the last chapter that we cover in the text. Okay. After that, in the syllabus, we have the course calendar. This basically tells you what we're doing week by week in the course. The first column here tells you what week it is, and it also tells you the days of the week. So week 1 is Sunday, May 16th through Saturday, May 22nd, 2021. I start the week on Sunday, end it on Saturday. The middle column tells you what you should be reading that week or what you should have already read. So right now, you should be thinking about or reading Lesson 1, Touring Adobe Premiere Pro, the interface. It's a very short chapter. Also, there's a PowerPoint in Blackboard called The Steps to Becoming a Film Editor. Okay, and there's also a video called What is a film editor? What is an editor? You want to watch that as well. Okay, this reminds you that your no-show assignment is due by 5 p.m. on Friday, the 28th of May. Okay, and it also reminds you that you want to read the first lesson in the book. Okay, the second column normally shows you what assignments you should be doing during that week for a grade. So if you see something in the third column, more than likely it's something you're doing for a grade, like a quiz, a project, or an exam, right? Week 2, which is May the 23rd through May the 29th, that's when you have your first quiz. Your first quiz is due on May the 29th. You'll notice that quizzes are always due on the Saturday at the end of the week by 11:59 p.m. You take your quizzes on Blackboard. If you miss your quiz, unfortunately, you cannot make it up. Okay, if you don't do well on a quiz, unfortunately, you cannot retake it. So make sure you keep ahead of your quizzes. Make sure you keep ahead of your reading, rather. Keep ahead of your quizzes. As a matter of fact, all the quizzes are active right now. If you wanted to read ahead and get ahead on your quizzes, you certainly can. Now, for example, the quiz number 1, which is actually on lessons 1 and 2, okay, it's available now, but you won't be able to take it after 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, the 29th of May, 2021. So after this period in time, the window closes on this quiz and it'll no longer be available to you. So make sure that you take the quiz early, if not on time, so that you don't miss it. You can take it early if you want to. All the quizzes and for all the chapters are up and available for you to do it now, but you don't have forever. Each quiz has its own deadline. Please make sure you don't forget this. Please make sure you don't miss a quiz's deadline. So we progress through the weeks in the semester. We have a midterm exam, okay, in week 6. Okay, that'll be on chapters 1 through 5 in the text. You'll do the midterm exam on Blackboard. That won't be a respondus proctored event, but it'll be a midterm exam. Also, you'll have project 1 due in week 6 as well. Okay. All right. After the midterm week, notice that in week 8, we have 2 weeks later, week 8, we have no class for the entire week of July the 4th through July the 10th. That is our Independence Day or 4th of July weekend. I will not be available during that week. I will not give you any material during that week. You can read ahead if you want, but please make sure you know that there are no classes. I know it's online course, so you don't come anyway, but you won't be expected to turn anything in or read anything for the course during that week if you don't want to. After that, we only have a couple of weeks left. Week 9 and week 10, we do chapter 7 in week 9. Okay. In week 10, we do our final exam, our proctored event on Respondus Lockdown Browser. It'll be on the first 7 chapters in the textbook on Monday, July the 19th. And unlike the midterm exam and all the quizzes, you have to take the Respondus exam at a very specific time. Everybody has to take it at 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Okay, you don't have to show up to class or anything like that. So I'll correct that. Okay, so this will be entirely online. Okay, just make sure that from 1 to 3:30 p.m. that you have taken the exam at that period of time. And of course, project 2 will be due on the 19th of July, that same day. You can turn it in early. I encourage you to turn it in early, please, so I can start grading it early. That's it as far as the syllabus is concerned. If you have any questions or concerns about anything I've covered in this video, please feel free to reach out to me in the ways that I have stated in the earlier parts of this video. For any questions, I'm looking forward to this course. I am reputed to be an editor. I'm a filmmaker, director, writer, screenwriter, digital imaging technician. But a lot of people, first, their point of entry is they know me as an editor, although I do a lot more than just that. So I'm very excited. This is one of the areas that I spend a lot of time focusing on, and I'm very excited and happy that you're here to learn with us this semester. And my goal is to turn each and every one of you into the very best editor and filmmaker in general that you can possibly be. I look forward to seeing you online in class. Have a great day.